Yo, what is up? It's Friday. I have news and updates for you, and as usual, we are going to kick it off with some patch updates. We're gonna have some 3D skins for you. We have some 2D skins for you. We even have a new tank for you. But let's kick it off with the 1.12 common test update, rebalance, steel hunter, and more. Let's just scroll down. I'm not going to make you watch the video. I'll just skim through it, and then we will talk about the upgrades. First of all, in the 1.12 test server, you can test out the upgraded premium tanks. So these premium tanks are receiving kind of a buff. The first one here is, of course, you are looking at the STG. It's going to be buffed, reload time buffed 1 second. You are looking at the moving power to weight ratio. So the power to weight ratio, this is not power to weight ratio. This is the... What is this? God damn. Because this is the power to weight ratio. This is the hit points. That's right, the hit points, I guess. No. Yeah, it is. That is the hit points. I am right. This is the hit points. Been increased by 130 hit points. And then this is the horsepower, which is increased from 400 to 450, I assume. It is correct, 400 to 450. And the power to weight ratio was 14.3, and they've buffed it up to 16.1 power to weight ratio. So a little bit better mobility than it was before. And of course, the dispersion from 0.22 to 0.20. This is the moving dispersion we are talking about here. Yeah, this is the moving dispersion. So moving dispersion 0.20 in the new iteration, it is not that great. It means you still shoot all over the place. It's actually quite terrible. But let's move to the next tank, which is the Super Pershing. Super Pershing, 720 horsepower. So this is the horsepower that's been increased from 590 or whatever horsepower to 720. This is the... What was this again? God damn, I keep forgetting. That is the power to weight ratio, 14.2 power to weight ratio, which is still kind of like in the really slow agility. In terms of agility, still really slow. This is the dispersion, moving dispersions 0.18. It has been buffed, but still 0.18 isn't that great moving dispersions, to be honest with you. And this is 30 degrees of this is dispersion as well. 0.30 is this dispersion. Yeah, this is some kind of dispersion that has been buffed as well. And yeah, it's still gonna behave like a heavy tank, to be honest. This is the STA2, of course. It's got a dispersion buff from 0.37 to 0.35. This is the dispersion, not talking about the moving dispersions here. So yeah, that's been buffed. This is the aim time, 1.9 seconds aim time. I'm looking at, yeah, what else? Yeah, this looks like some kind of movement dispersion. But anyway, 1.9 seconds of aim time, and your view range increased from 380 to 400 meters in the STA2. These are all very slight buffs on the tank. The T-34-3, I didn't like this tank when I tested it out after they buffed it. They have buffed the dispersion from 0.44 to 0.42, slightly better, ever so slightly, but it's still going to be terrible. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's still going to be terrible. Yeah, that's all there is to it. But yeah, that is the That is the dispersions, that is the buffs for those 4 tanks. We move on. There is a little bit of a... Whoa, this is way too big. Let's go back. And I'll just crop it in... Yeah, so anyway, the interface, they've added a team HP pool, which I already have in my mod. But this is going to be universal, it's going to be standardized. All the game modes are going to have this. So you're talking about front lines, you're talking about ranked battles, you're going to talk about random battles as well. They're all going to have team HP, which is really good. So that is a good thing to look forward to. Also as well, they're going to have the spotted light bulb. The mod that I have right now has the bulb on the left side of the tank, which is easier to see. This one, I like this one as well because the bulb is actually quite bright. I've tested this out on the test server. The bulb is quite bright. You, in your peripheral vision, you can still see it. So that's what I like about it. So this is a good move for this update as well. So you have the team HP pool, you have the light bulb, the spotted light bulb, and what else is next? This is your previous game. It's going to be a bit clearer here when they pop up during your next game, so that's pretty good. And next up is the zoom level. When you shift and zoom in, you can now 2x, 4x, and 8x your zoom. So that's really good. So you can do that by holding down the shift. You can hold down the shift button and scroll your mouse wheel to zoom even further in how much you want that zoom. You want a 2x zoom, 4x zoom, or 8x zoom. So that's going to be pretty useful. So that's about it in terms of 1.12 common test servers update. Now let's look at the Battle Pass 3D skins. This time Battle Pass is going to have 3 tanks. One of them is the E3, and let's jump straight ahead and look at the skins. This is the E3. Yeah, kind of cool. It looks like those wrenches are huge on the side of the turret. What kind of theme is going on here, I'm not too sure, but pretty cool looking. Huge searchlight. These are oxygen tanks. There's a winch there. There's a huge barrel. Look at these winches. These are huge. These are as tall as a human being. Those are absolutely huge. But yeah, that is the E3 skin. Next up, the next tank is the 121, which is going to be introduced as one of the rewards, one of the 3D styles in the next Battle Pass, which is scheduled to be sometime in March as well. Battle Pass 1.12 update is going to be scheduled for sometime in March, as well as the new iteration of Battle Pass. And Battle Pass is going to have 3 tanks, which is, one of them is the E3. The next one is the 121. It's got the mine hunter or the shovel or whatever you want to call it. Some spotlights there. Pretty cool looking skin. Not too wild. There is a Sea-Doo at the back. Well, it's a more of a the ones you use in the snow anyway. But yeah, you got some shovels out in the front. Pretty cool looking. And the last tank in Battle Pass is for the 705A. Now, I'm not exactly sure how Battle Pass is going to work, but basically one of these tanks you are going to get for free if you are a free-to-play player, I guess. And then if you have upgraded Battle Pass, you can go, I suppose you're gonna earn 2 tanks out of, like, you know, if you paid for upgraded Battle Pass. That is my suspicion, because they of course want you to spend some of that gold that you are hoarding, and when you spend that gold, play the game, you're gonna get some extra skins. So I suspect that's what's gonna happen. Or maybe if Wargaming is feeling generous, they'll give you 2 skins for the free-to-play players, who knows. But anyway, that is your 3 tanks and your 3 skins. Let's move on to the next. This is a 2D skin. This is a Battle Pass skin as well. But this is not 3D, this is 2D. This is an ice. It looks like an ice cube. So let's take a look at it on the tank itself. There we go. It's on the 268 version 4 here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of over it. I'm not interested in 2D skins anymore unless they are something special or something really different or something very unique. I don't really care too much about 2D skins. I have more than I can use. In fact, I have so many 2D skins that I don't even use them. Most of them I do not use unless they are super rare, super special, like the Clan Wars ones. Those are really rare. Not a lot of people have them, like this one, which has a G mark here, and the reason why it has a G mark is because this is a Clan Wars Fire Element global map style. So this style is going to be only available for the Clan Wars people, so it's going to be kind of, you know, limited in a way. So you're not going to see a lot of people have this skin, which is kind of cool. But it is a dragon skin, and it's going to be something to do with your global map or Clan Wars. So that is your 2Ds and 3D skins. And the last thing I have for you here is the Skoda T45, which is one of the new tanks that's going to drop. It's going to be a heavy tank, premium tank from the Czech line. And to be honest with you, I think it looks a lot like the tier 8. It looks like the tier 8 Tech 3 medium tank on the Czech line, the TVP. But yeah, this is going to be the new tank. I don't know when it's going to drop, but basically it's a heavy tank, very slow power to weight ratio, 14.05, so that's pretty slow. But it's a heavy tank, so that's what you're going to expect from a slow heavy tank, right? 14.85 power to weight ratio, 220 alpha damage, but a pretty quick reload time of 7.38 seconds. So if you have it buffed, you have the crew, it's going to reload 6.5 seconds, which is pretty quick reload for 220 damage. So that's the nice part about this tank. The one more thing I forgot to mention about in 1.12 update is they are going to buff the Bisonte C45. What are they buffing? At the current moment, your gun depression at the back of your tank right now is actually 2 degrees upwards. They are going to make it 6 degrees gun depression from the back of your tank. Now the Bisonte has 10 degrees gun depression at the front of the tank and on the side of the tank, but right now at the back of the tank the gun depression is actually 2 degrees upwards. So instead of shooting down, you are shooting up at the back of your tank. So basically they're gonna make the Bisonte a little bit better. They're gonna buff it, so if you're reverse side scraping, you can actually shoot down. Right now it is 2 degrees up. In the 1.12 update, you're gonna have 6 degrees of gun depression for the Bisonte C45. That's the news for today. I hope you had a good day. Hope you have a good weekend ahead, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.